is SwipaCam. Welcome back to the channel. The Denver Nuggets just beat the Phoenix Suns in overtime. Not one, but two overtimes. Jamal Murray with the clutch three to tie the game up in the fourth quarter. NIKOLA JOKIC, best player in the NBA, MVP candidate, leading MVP candidate, 29 points, 22 rebounds with a bunch of assists. What about those Denver Nuggets? 3-game win streak, 8-3 in their last 11, moving up the leaderboards, moving up the Western Conference standings. Oh boy, here they come. Michael Porter Jr. hitting shots, getting blocks, getting steals. Monte Morris, best backup point guard in the NBA. What's up, y'all? I know y'all excited. I know you excited. I'm lit. I'm ready. I've been waiting to talk to y'all. What's up? Man, the Phoenix Suns played a good game. The Phoenix Suns played a great game, but the Denver Nuggets came out and they took it. Again, my name is SwipaCam. Welcome to my channel. If you're not yet subscribed, hit that subscribe button, hit the logo. Let's continue to build this community together. If you want Denver Nuggets content, Denver Broncos content, NBA, NFL content, hit that button. What's up? I'm recording this episode on January 23rd, 2021, after the Denver Nuggets beat the Phoenix Suns for the second game in a row on a back-to-back in Phoenix, 120 to 112 in a 2-overtime game. And what are my initial thoughts? Jokic was tired, but Jokic rock that baby. Rock a baby Jokic. Rock a baby Jokic. Frank Kaminsky came in the game when DeAndre Ayton fouled out. Jokic assist. Jokic mid-range. Jokic hook shot. Game over. Jamal Murray step back mid-range. Step back mid-range. MPJ playing. This was a good game, and this is such a good mark of what the Nuggets look like when they play cohesively, when they play together. Tonight, again, a lot of minutes because 2 overtimes, but Jamal Murray, 43 minutes, 26 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 10 of 22 from the field, 3 of 7 from the three-point line, 3 of 4 from the free throw line, 1 block, and he was a -2 on the night, but played well. He's battling through an injury. He played well. He kept going. NIKOLA JOKIC, 42 minutes tonight, 29 points, 22 rebounds, 6 assists, 9 of 21 from the field. Maybe his worst shooting night of the game of the year, but he was 11 of 14 from the free throw line, 11 of 14. Got to the line 14 times tonight. He had 6 turnovers, 3 fouls, but he was a +8. Jokic was the best starter tonight, a +8. He played well. Nuggets won by 8. He was a +8. Gary Harris, 37 minutes, 10 points, 3 rebounds, 3 of 8 from the field, 3 of 6 from the three-point line, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, a -2. But Gary Harris played defense. Pressure on Chris Paul, pressure on Bridges, pressure on anybody that was around him. He played a good game on defense. He didn't hit a lot of shots tonight, but he played well on defense. But Gary Harris, 3 of 6 from the three-point line. Gary Harris is shooting over 50%. I believe over the last 6 games. He's coming back, and he's playing defense. Changes the Nuggets. Will Barton did not have a good game tonight. He just hit off night. He doesn't look healthy. I don't know what it was. 21 minutes, 1 point, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 0 of 5 from the field, 0 of 3 from the three-point line, and he was a -9. Paul Millsap did not look good tonight, really at any point. 20 minutes tonight, 2 points, 8 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 of 6 from the field, and a -9 as well. But it was the bench. The Denver Nuggets bench has been completely different since JaMychal Green came back. How do I know that? Listen to this stat. Bench net rating. JaMychal Green is 5 overall, I believe, 5th in the league with a 10.7 bench net rating. Wow. Monte Morris has a 12.3 bench net rating. That means when the Nuggets have JaMychal Green in the game with the bench, they're a +7 to 10.7. When Monte Morris is in, they're a +12.3. What? Wow. What contribution from your bench? He's changed the bench. Monte Morris going after it. Monte Morris tonight, 36 minutes, 13 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 5 of 12 from the field, but 3 of 5 from the three-point line. 1 turnover, +14. 15. Michael Porter Jr., 35 minutes, 14 points, 11 rebounds, only 5 of 9 from the field, but 3 of 9 from the three-point line, 1 of 1 from the free throw line. And he was a plus 19, a team high plus 19, y'all. What does that mean? I'm telling you, when Porter figures out how to play the game of basketball, he is about to be a problem. He is learning the game. I don't care what nobody says. Porter is unselfish. He has adjusted to everything the Nuggets have asked. He played good defense tonight. Had an amazing block that led to a Porter 3 and a fast break. Porter looked good tonight. And then JaMychal Green, 24 minutes, 16 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 4 of 8 from the field, 2 of 6 from the three-point line, 6 of 6 from the free throw line, plus 15. JaMychal Green putting in work, y'all. Putting in work. PJ Dozier, 18 minutes, 6 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 of 3 from the field, all 1 from the three-point line, 2 of 3 from the free throw line. He was a -2, but made good contributions. He had a bad foul, the last foul, one of the second to the last foul that put him at the line in the second overtime. But, man, he played well for the most part. Facu Campazzo. He had 15 minutes, 3 points, 2 assists, 1 of 3 from the field, 1 of 3 from the three-point line, and a +8. Facu played well. Facu was getting up in Chris Paul. Facu Campazzo, let's go. That's how you play defense. Get in their grill. Chris Paul even gave him a foul on the other end of the court because Facu was getting up in his face. Facu can play. Again, Facu, if he can hold the line on the perimeter, especially against smaller guards, he has a place in the NBA. He has a place in the NBA. Now, can he play against the Lakers in a 7-game series? Maybe not. But there are spots you can play Facu, and he looked good tonight. Played well, +8. That's what you need. That's what you asked for. Man, in the Phoenix Suns, they were missing Devin Booker. He didn't play tonight. But again, the Nuggets still beat him with Devin Booker in the game. The Phoenix Suns, Crowder, he had 45 minutes, 21 points, 7 rebounds. Chris Paul, 21, 9, and 13 tonight. Just looked great. Looked great again. Chris Paul in that mid-range, top 7 player in NBA history in the mid-range. Chris Paul is so good about getting around the screen. He makes the stack. So what he does, he gets around the screen. He stacks the guard behind him coming off of the screen. He forces the big man to guard him, and then it's a step back mid-range. Just a great job by Chris Paul. Wonderful job by Chris Paul. He played well tonight. DeAndre Ayton, 38 minutes. He fouled out of the game. Jokic fouled him out, has 17 and 13. Man, the Nuggets play well. I mean, Jokic is tired. At the end of that game, that fourth quarter, you could tell he was tired, but he kept battling for his team. He hit his free throws, did what he needed to do, but I hope he gets some good rest. Because he needs it. And they play the Dallas Mavericks on Monday, so, you're not going to be able to get a bunch of it. But, man, what a game. Game notes. First quarter, Paul Millsap did not look good. He looked slow. Paul Millsap can't play against teams like this. And I know that's their most cohesive unit with Paul Millsap, Jokic, Will Barton, Gary Harris, Jamal Murray. That team has won a lot of games. It's their most consistent lineup. But Paul Millsap doesn't look good against smaller players. He just doesn't. He just doesn't look good against smaller players. When it's quick, when the players are forcing him to rotate, forcing him to get out on three-point shots, he doesn't look great. So, again, he didn't look good. Jamal Murray looked great to start the game. He had 10 points, I believe, in that first quarter. DeAndre Ayton was feasting. DeAndre Ayton is not he's a good player. I don't see him being a generational franchise player, but he's going to be a good player, like a good starter, like a 21-12 kind of guy, 21-11, 21-10, 21-10 and 3, 21-10 and 2 kind of guy. He just doesn't affect the game in the same way, but he's good at what he does. And he didn't play terrible defense. He played good defense on Jokic, but it's Jokic, but he did play good defense. MPJ, man, came in the game. It was a wrap. I mean, he had 12 points, 4-4 shooting. I mean, easy points. MPJ came in and looked great. Like I said, MPJ, man, had 14 points and 11 rebounds. So having MPJ on the floor with JaMychal Green, with Jokic, rebounds everywhere. That takes all the rebounds right there. That was amazing. Lack of energy to close the quarter for the Denver Nuggets starters and then for the bench. They just didn't look good to close that first quarter. MPJ is still learning how to play the game of basketball, so moving, slashing, cutting. He did a lot better in the fourth quarter and in both of the overtimes, but he just has to continue to learn how to do that throughout the game, because I think once he does that, the Nuggets offense is going to take off to even further than what it is right now, but he is just going to be such an effective player. And so I'll get to later in something else that he did really well. But second quarter, Porter's special, man. Again, Porter is special. He's special, man. Porter made a great pass today, great cross-court pass. Porter was making passes to Gary Harris, so he would catch the ball in the pocket in the restricted area and hit Gary Harris, and Gary Harris would kick it out for a three. I mean, he just looked great, man. He's learning how to play basketball. The second unit looks great. But JaMychal, it looks great, y'all. It looks amazing. Slow rotation for MPJ. He's still learning how to rotate. There was some times where he would get caught on rotations. So again, what the Nuggets do is when they trap hard hedge, when the opposing team kicks it to the corner, whoever is the defender on the side of that corner, he switches down, and then the player who had the corner player rotates to the wing. So it just makes it so that you can get out on the three-pointers more. And so Porter was just a little slow on some of them, but again, it's just figuring out like where to be, when to be there, and get there as fast as you need to get there. Jokic again looked tired. The third quarter for the first 6 minutes of the quarter, the Nuggets didn't score a bucket. They couldn't hit anything. Jokic looked tired. They looked slow. They weren't hitting anything. The first 6 quarters, it was so bad that after 4.5 minutes, the Nuggets called a timeout, and it wasn't because they were tired or because the Suns were tired. The Suns nor the Nuggets could hit a shot. So it was just a really, really, really bad start to the third quarter. But I think, again, it was fatigue and people coming out of the halftime. They were just trying to get the shots. Man, Cameron Payne had a bad flop in JaMychal Green. Fourth quarter, MPJ had a block. I'm talking about a great block that led to a Monte three-pointer. PJ Dozier was playing good defense. And again, so something MPJ did really good tonight. So MPJ, when he gets the ball on the wing and in the mid-range, he usually turns around and it's a jump shot. And he doesn't really make like really decisive actions. It's like a step back or a side step and he'll shoot the jumper. But today, when Mikal Bridges was handling him, he drove right by him to the basket, used that 6'11" frame, and banged it. Once MPJ just figures out that he can literally do whatever he wants, he's going to get so many free throws. He's going to get so many easy buckets to the basket. He's going to get so many open jumpers because it's so easy, but he's so good at making hard shots, not bad shots, but difficult shots because how talented he is. But once he figures out how to get easy shots, it's a wrap. Nobody can guard him. Again, he has Kevin Durant length, not as long, but he's near. And when he drives to the basket, if he goes hard, man, no one's stopping him. Man, Jamal Murray, step back, tied the game up. But Jamal Murray tied the game up in the fourth quarter on a last-second three-pointer right in DeAndre Ayton's face. Bow. Money. Hurt and all, injured and all. But Jamal Murray showed up, tied the game up, took him to overtime, gave the team an opportunity, man. And then Jokic just took over in overtime. Once Ayton went out, hey, rockabye Jokic. Look, this is a great game, y'all. Nuggets fans, this is a great game. Serbians, this is a great game. Canadians, this is a great game. My Argentinians, this is a great game. Celebrate it. The Nuggets have won 3 straight, longest win streak of the year so far, and they play against the Dallas Mavericks on Monday. Yo, we on to something. Y'all. I'm telling you, they're 8-3 in the last 11. They're one of the best teams in the last 11 games in the NBA. They're on to something, man. They're continuing to rise up the standings, and they're going to be a problem. Now the Nuggets, after today's win, are 5th. They're 5th in the Western Conference, and they are a total of a half game, or they're tied for 4th. So they're tied for 4th in the Western Conference, and they're 3 games back behind the Clippers and the Jazz. And I believe they're going to catch them. Look, y'all, they played well. Again, I'm going to end the video here. What a game. Michael Porter Jr., NIKOLA JOKIC, Jamal Murray, JaMychal Green, Monte Morris, Denver Nuggets 3 straight, back-to-back wins in Phoenix. Let's go. I'm SwipaCam. Subscribe to the channel. Let's continue to build this community together. Look, I'm going to be here again after we play the Dallas Mavericks. Let's go. I'll see y'all soon.